This is body bg color, and in quotes we have written blue. So it is giving us this output, blue background. If I use here, some other color, like for example pink or aqua, and save this file. So when you have edited your file and you have not yet saved your file, how you can come to know? So when your file is not saved, it will show asterisk before your file name. This is asterisk sign. Okay. So when I save it, now it is saved. Okay. So that you can come to know whether your file is edited and saved or not. Now refresh this or reload. Okay. This is aqua color. Now there are very few colors that we can use directly with name: blue, yellow, red, like that, pink. So what if we want to use a customized color? That means according to your need, uh, if you want to create cream color or some with some other shade of blue or red color, at that time there is a code. This is color code. Okay, this one. So in value we have to write like this. Now I'm going to explain what is this. So this is hexadecimal coding system. So how it works? So there are different number system. For example, binary, where we use only two symbols, 0 and 1. Then octal, where we are using 8 symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Total 8 symbols only. Then decimal, that we use in our regular life, that has symbols 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and with combination of different symbols 0 to 9, we create more numbers, 2 digit, 3 digit, like that. So that is decimal. And this one, which you can see here in bg color, it is hexadecimal, where we use in hexadecimal number system we use 16 different symbols. So first 10 are same as decimal number system, that is 0 to 9, and then 11 to 16 are A, B, C, D, E, and F. So all are capital, A to F. So in this hexadecimal number system, the smallest number is 0 and the largest number is F. So this way we use hexadecimal number system. Now here you can see that this color code started hash sign. Okay. So when this hash sign is interpreted by browser, it takes the next value as hexadecimal coding. So the purpose of this sign, hash sign, is that only. So this you should keep in mind. Without hash sign also this code works, but this is custom to use this hash sign. Now there are 6 symbols after hash, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, so these 6 symbols are grouped in 2 each, that is first and second, that is first group, third and fourth, that is second group, and fifth and sixth in the last, third group. Now what is first, second, and third group? So for example, I am typing it here so that you can come to me. So first of all, hash symbol, then I am writing like A, B, 5, 6, and C9. Okay, so this is first group of first and second symbol. So AB is value of red color, that is for red. Okay, that is first, second. Then this third and fourth, that is for green color. And last one C9, that is for blue color. Now read this three capital letters. This is R, G and B. So this is called RGB format of color code. Okay, so you might have heard about this RGB format, color code. Okay, so we are using here RGB format, and for to give value of each color, we use two places in this code. So first, second R, third for green, and the last two are blue. So depending on the value, it takes depth of that color. So here you can see that 5 and 6, this value is smallest among three groups. So we will have green color, minimum green color in this color. Then comes A and B. Since C is greater than B, we take this AB as smaller than that. So AB smaller than C9 but greater than 56. So more red color intensity will be more than green, and maximum intensity will be of blue color. So with combination of these three colors in this proportion, we will get some color. So now I am saving this and going to this page. Now I am refreshing it. So you can see this. Okay. Now for example, suppose I want to decrease amount of red here. So for example, here I am writing 45. Okay, save it and from here refresh. Okay, so it will go more towards blue. So this way we can customize these colors using this hexadecimal code. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now when you are using these two things, both background and BG color, at that time what will happen? The first one attribute, whatever you have written, that effect only will be shown, because body background, that means an image is there in your background, and BG color, that also a color in your background. So both are overlapping each other. So first one, whatever you have used will be visible on your web page output. Now there are few codes. For example, if all F are there in this hexadecimal code, color code, then it will generate a white color. And if all are zeros, then you will get black color. Now for red color, we have to write F and F double times in first and second place. Since first and second place is having value of red color, and green and blue, we are putting zeros, then it will give you red color. Now this is red and green. At two places, in two groups, we are using FF, and blue is 0 here, so it will generate yellow color. To create this shade, we are using red and blue. Okay, and for blue color, last two places only F, red and green are zeros, you can see here. And for green color, we will put FF in between after red and before blue, so it will generate only green color, RGB. So R is 0, green is FF, and blue is 0 0, so it will generate green color. Now we are coming to text color. Now, if you want to give a particular color to the whole web page text, throughout the web page, if you want to put a same color to the text at that time, this is attribute text, and after equal to the code, the name of color that you want to take for the whole web page content. So it will come in white color. Okay. So in body, what which two attributes we have used? BG color first to give background, and then text. Okay, to give white color to our text. So same way here also you can, since you are giving here color, so you can use this code also. So let's see what happens. We are making it reverse this code this time. So C9, it is not 9C, reverse C9. Okay, because C9 is value of blue color. So we are taking blue in place of red. Then 56 and 45. Okay, now we are getting text in this form. Okay, when you change any value, you will get that effect there. So right now we are making it white only, so that text is visible clearly, can be read clearly. Okay, depending on the background color, we use contrast color for that text. Now there is one more attribute, that is link, to give link color. So there are actually two colors for link. One is for active link. For example, let's go to a website to find something. For example, again I am searching for a plan. Okay. Right now you can see this. This is a blue color. Or now I am clicking here. Now I am coming back to the search result. Now you can see this. This is now changed to a purple color. Okay. This is blue. Okay. So earlier this planet Wikipedia was of this color, and now it turns into purple color. So when you have not visited any link like this is link that we have not visited or we have not clicked. So this is called active link. And when we click on a link and come back, then it is showing in different colors. So that is when we come back, this link will become visited link, that is V link. So there are two attributes, A link, that is active link, and V link, that is visited link. So we can specify both colors. So by default, this is setting of web browser, where web browsers show active link in blue and visited link in purple. But for our website, we can change that sequence also. Okay, by using these attributes, A link and V link. So here, whatever value we give, that will become, just a minute, we are going to take this. So where we are going to use this attribute? In body itself. So A link, that is active link, is equal to hash. For example, active, we are putting FF, that is read. V link is equal to 0, FF 0, 0. Okay. So for active link, we are giving color red, and for visited link, we are giving color green. Now save this file, go to this output, refresh it. Now you can see that nothing happened till now. Why? Because there is no link in our web page. So for example, I am creating one link here. Now how to create a link? Right now don't bother about that, because this thing will come afterwards in the same chapter. Now you can see this. We can find out a location where it changes into another form, in another symbol. That part is link, which contains additional information or external source. Now when I click here, right now there is nothing attached with this file. So for example, I am putting one file that is this is one image that I am going to link with that. This is GPG. Now see, it becomes blue because now it is visited. Now let's see this output again. Okay. Now you can see this. Now see it again. This is active link. We have make green color for active link. Now we are clicking on it. Sorry, I thought that screen sharing was off. So I am sharing my screen again so that you will come to know. So this one link we have created in our page. Okay. Here we have used a link, that is active link, and color we have given to our active link red. This is first space, that is R, and we have put FF there. So our active link will have red color, and here this is visited link. So when this link is visited, it will show green color. Okay. So let's save this file. Let's see output. I can see this. Now when I click here and come back, so these two, A link and V link, active link and visited link attributes are for that purpose, to give different color to active link and visited link. Now horizontal line. Earlier we have seen in formatting tag two types of line breaks. Okay, that was invisible and visible line break. Invisible and visible line break. So here two paragraphs are there. In between I am writing HR. HR stands for horizontal ruler. Now save this file. Come to the output file and refresh it. Now you can see that one line is inserted to separate these two lines. Okay, this one and this one. So this is called line break, but visible line break. So HR is visible line break, and this HR stands for horizontal ruler. Okay. Now we are going to format this HR using attributes. So first attribute that we are using is size. Okay, so size is thickness. It gives thickness to that line. So here size attribute is equal to, for example, I am taking 3 value. Save it and refresh here. Okay, it's not giving much difference, so I am increasing this value. Now you can see this. Okay, thickness of this line is increased. Now next attribute is color. If you want to give it a color, at that time color, here again color comes, so you can use that hexadecimal code also and some color also named directly if you want to give. Save that and refresh it. Now you can see that with thickness of 9 points and pink color line is visible there. So now next attribute, that is width. Width is this part, length of this line. So in width attribute we are specifying. For example, I am writing 50%. Okay, so this is 50% of screen size, relative value it is taking 50% of screen size. This value you can give in numbers also. For example, 300. So when you write number directly for width, at that time it takes pixel value. Okay, pixel you might have heard, but what is actually pixel is, so pixel, full form of pixel is what? Picture element. Picture element. So whatever you can see on this screen, the whole screen is divided into very tiny dots. Okay, very tiny dots, and each of these dots can take individual value of color. So in these tiny dots, horizontally total number of rows of this type of dots and vertical column, that is counted as pixels. For example, you might have heard about 1280 by 720 resolution. So that is what? 1280 pixels in column and 720 pixels in row. So that becomes 1280 by 720 pixels total in your screen. So that makes, for example, let me make it clear. 1280 into 720. So when you are using this resolution, actually on your screen there are 921,600 pixels on your screen, and each pixel or picture element can have individual value of color, and depending on that value, more number of pixels on your screen gives better result in output. That is called HD, FHD, like that. So that is nothing but number of pixels in height and width that is increasing. That makes it more clearer in output. So here we are using 300 pixels. So for example, if we consider this part as 400 and this part as 400, so it is actually 400 plus 300 plus 400, that is 1200. So approximately width is 1200 pixels, that is, this is 1280 nearest value. Okay, so we can give this value in both pixel value, this is pixel value 300 pixels in width HR, and in percent value also. Earlier that we have used 50%, that is 50% of the actual width of your screen. The next element that you can use is align. So by default HR alignment is center. So if you want to show it here, so we have to use align attribute. Align is equal to, then there are three values, left, center and right. So I am making it left align. Okay, now you can see that this line is in left alignment. So same way, if you type the right RIGST at that time, you will get that line HR here. Now no shade. That will display a solid plain line instead of shaded line. So right now this is not shaded, it is no shade only. So we will not have much difference in that. It will not generate any change in output if you use no shade. Now here is one example, HR horizontal ruler with size of 2 pixel, that is thickness 2 pixels, width of 25%, that is 25% of actual screen size, and it is right aligned. So you will get that output there. Now pre-formatted text already we have seen. So this is one such example. If you have written something like in this form, okay, it will be visible as it is. So pre-text, this was our example. Okay, after pre and between slash pre, we have left some space and then we have typed something. So in actual output, it is showing with that space. Okay, same way, if I increase height, increase size of text, or if I increase change font style, etc., at that time it will be visible as it is, as it can be seen in this code. That is pre-tag. Okay, pre-formatted tag. Now with p-tag, paragraph align attribute you can use. With font tag also you can use this alignment. With table tag also you can use this alignment. So not like the one attribute can be used with only one particular tag, but you can use same attribute with multiple tags. So here with H1 also we are using align, and with paragraph also we are using align. So there are multiple tags that supports this attribute. Now you can see that output, whatever was written between pre and slash pre, it is visible as it is. That is pre-formatted text.